Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Arnami and I'm back with yet another video. Shoot. And today we're talking about never be afraid to express yourself. Let's get straight into the video. Don't ever be afraid to express how you feel. Don't ever be afraid to express yourself. If somebody's impeding on your peace, if somebody says something that you don't like and it don't sit right with you, don't be afraid to express how you feeling. If you see a beautiful woman, if you see somebody that's interesting that you want to talk to, go talk to them. Go express how you feel. If you like the way somebody's dressed, if you like the way that somebody walks, if you want to go tell somebody they're beautiful, don't be afraid to tell them that. If you want to go tell somebody or give them a compliment, don't be afraid to express yourself, bruh. That's ultimately what this life is. It's expression. Everybody has different forms of expressing themselves. Some people like to act. Some people like to do music. Some people like to sing. Some people like to rap. Not everybody gonna like your style of music, but the most important thing is that you express yourself. Did you express yourself in the way that you wanted to be expressed? Did you say what you wanted to say? There's many times in my life, man, to where it's like, damn, I should have expressed myself. And I think back years later upon some of those situations like, dad, I wish I did talk to that girl that I found attractive. I wish I did say something to somebody when they said something that I didn't like. Little things like that, bro. And now that I've gotten more adept at expressing myself, I feel more open. I feel more connected to the world. We're humans. We're social creatures. It's okay to go up and approach a woman. It's okay to let somebody know they impeding on your peace. It's okay to express yourself, bro. Don't be afraid to do that in whatever way you see fit. Not everybody's gonna like the way that you express yourself, but you express yourself in a way that's uniquely you. Not to say that you should be an asshole, you should be a jackass in the way that you express yourself, but you can express yourself and communicate yourself in a way to where it's not harming anybody, where it's not offending anybody. Never be afraid to express yourself, dog. You have to set boundaries. When somebody's impeding on your peace, you gotta let her know when to stop. You gotta let people know we're humans, we're social creatures. We socialize to survive. And in this world of social media, expressing yourself the natural way is slowly, ever so slowly becoming obsolete. People don't want to talk to each other anymore. We're in our own worlds. But when you step outside your own world and talk to somebody else, express yourself, then you can really, that's how you can truly connect. Forget all this social media antics, bro. Like, just go out there, touch some grass, talk to that woman that you find attractive, talk to that old man. You never know how your expression can make somebody else express themselves. You never know how expressing yourself can make somebody else's day a little bit brighter. Don't ever be afraid to express yourself, dog. That's with anything in life, bro. That's one of my biggest mantras. Like, never be afraid to express yourself. If you're working hard at a job, you need to go ahead and tell your boss, like, hey, man, I've been working hard. I'm one of the most reliable employees, and I think I know I deserve a raise. You may not get the raise, but you express how you would feel to your boss. So therefore, he may keep you in mind for a raise, or he may keep you in mind for an upcoming opportunity for a better position in that field. Don't be afraid to express yourself. Let me talk to the fellas for a little bit. Before you go up and talk to a woman, just remember to don't be afraid to express yourself. Don't be afraid to be like, hey, how you doing today? I just thought you looked beautiful, so I just came to introduce myself. Simple like that. You don't be afraid to do that, bruh. A lot of men get into their heads before they even go up and approach a girl. They're already rejecting themselves before they even go up and talk to her. So if you're going up and talk to her and you already rejecting yourself, you're gonna project that energy out to her, and she's gonna feel more prone to reject you. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna give off a certain energy, a certain vibe that you're not worthy enough. But bro, ultimately, that's the topic for another video. But ultimately, you just gotta be adept at expressing yourself. Now, this is gonna take some practice. You're not gonna be instantly good in expressing yourself. Just like music, bro. Michael Jackson wasn't the greatest singer of all time when he first started out. Some of the greatest singers had to start from somewhere. They had to work on their craft. They had to work on the way that they express themselves. And that's ultimately what we have to do as creators. Each and every one of y'all, man. Each and every one of y'all that's watching that video, in your essence, you are creative. Everybody makes things. Everybody creates something. When you create something, you stepping into that God party. You stepping into that part where God resides. Whether it's making the bed, making some food, making content, making music, making life, creating life, making love, making conversation. Create more than you consume. That's the topic for another video, but let me create more than you consume, bro. Because when you constantly consuming, you're not doing much output. You're not gonna feel as good as when you're creating something. Some of the best moments of my life came from when I was creating something, man. I wasn't necessarily focused on how it was being presented. Of course, I took that into account, but I was just creating. I wasn't thinking about it too much. I was just expressing myself in the way that I see fit. When I'm making music, like nothing else matters, but I'm just making music. It helps you remain present when you're creating something. You're focused on what you're doing right there. When you're talking to a person, when you're making conversation, you focus on what are y'all talking about. You're not focused on how they're perceiving you, just expressing yourself. You just focus on the expression. You just focusing on staying present. We are all creators, but don't forget that. So make that conversation. Make yourself get up in the morning. Make yourself some food. Create something. Create something. Don't be afraid to make conversation. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone, bro. And never be afraid to express yourself. I mean, a lot of y'all probably don't even live in America, but it's probably one of the first. You know, I'm not a history major, but like I think it's one of the first, like the freedom of speech, basically one of the first amendments, one of the first laws, whatever you call it. You know what I'm talking about. But one of the first laws, like the freedom to express yourself, dog. I may not agree with what somebody likes, but hey, you gotta respect their right to express themselves. And in this culture and in this political climate where everything has to be PC, you can't say things in fear of offending other people. I get, like, you know what I'm saying, you don't want somebody walking up and calling you a nigga because, you know what I'm saying, some things you should just probably keep to yourself. But this climate to where you just can't express yourself in a way to where it can connect deeply with other people. Because if we're so afraid of expressing ourselves and afraid of how other people will judge us, it'll be harder for us to connect. It'll be harder for us to have empathy for one another because we're not connecting. We're not expressing ourselves and how we truly feel. For one thing, bruh, when you don't express yourself, you're not only doing a disservice to the world, you're doing a disservice to yourself. When somebody steps in your shoes, when somebody says something to you that you don't like and you just take it, you just don't express yourself, that's a sin against yourself. That's a disservice against you. You're putting yourself in a lower position. You're only hindering the well-being of yourself. Second, it's a disservice to the world because each and every one of us has a unique perspective. It may be similar to somebody else. It may coincide, it may contradict somebody else's, but it's your perspective. It's a very unique perspective. Your uniqueness has a purpose. So when you take that uniqueness and express it in a way to where it could be uniquely you, it could resonate with a whole bunch of different people, and it could even inspire somebody else to express themselves. Take James Brown, for example. One of the greatest, Godfather or so, one of the greatest, you know what I'm saying, entertainers of all time. The way that he expressed himself influenced how Michael Jackson expressed himself. Although it was similar, he took a little stuff from James Brown, he enhanced it and made it his own. Chris Brown is inspired by Michael Jackson. He took some moves from Michael Jackson, but you know what I'm saying, he kind of made it his own. And I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some people that are inspired by Chris Brown. So just by you expressing yourself, bro, just by you letting your light shine and being unapologetic in the way that you speak, in the way that you get across and express yourself how you're feeling, you can inspire people for generations to come. Your words are the most powerful thing. Your words can start wars with people. You can say something to somebody and it can make them want to kill you. You can say something to somebody and it makes them want to hug you. You can say something to somebody and it can make them feel uncomfortable. Your words are powerful. Be very careful with how you use your words. Be conscious of the way that you express yourself. Be conscious of the way that you move. It's a very powerful thing, man. It's a very powerful thing of how you express yourself. It's a very precious thing. So don't take that lightly. Never be afraid to express yourself, dog. So yeah, if y'all like that video, like, comment, subscribe down below. Tap that bell notification. I love each and every one of y'all. Keep letting y'all light shine. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Sitting and shit, now I'm back on my shit, now I'm racing the bar like a Klondike. I be rapping this shit while I'm stacking the chips, boy, I been through some shit, had to climb heights. I been going too hard, got my mind right. In the dark, but I still had to shine bright. On the stage, yeah, I'm